To the good, the bad, and the tarot. This is going to be a love reading for the sign of Aquarius. This is for my Aquarius suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp for the month of August 2016. Today for your reading, I'm going to be using the Anarchy Tarot, a rune casting using my fluorite runes, and I'll be pulling an oracle message at the end of your reading. So if that sounds good, let's get started. This is a general love reading and will not resonate with everyone. For the most accurate reading with the most accurate outcome, I do recommend coming and getting a private reading. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Aquarius? This is for my Aquarius suns, moons, and risings, and those on the cusp for the month of August 2016. The cards are already pre-shuffled, and I always begin with all of the cards upright. But I do read reversals, so you should just know that I do read reversals. Spirit, what are the messages and energies that you have for the sign of Aquarius with regards to their love lives? What does Aquarius need to know regarding their love lives? For the month of August, this is for my singles and couples. I read for both male and female. And both gender. All different kinds of relationships. All right. Let's take a look at your runes. I'm just going to set the tarot cards to the side for a minute. Spirit, what are the messages you have for Aquarius with regards to their love lives? Okay. There are 3 runes that are face up and 2 that are face down. The runes that are face down are the unknowns. I don't read those. Put them back. Those messages will become relevant and known to us at another day and time. All right, I'm just going to move the runes that are on your cards off for a moment, remembering that this was on your crossing card and this was on your significator. Okay, here we have you in the center as the Knight of Swords, crossed by the Lovers. What comes below you is the Ace of Swords reversed. What comes above you is the 5 of Pentacles reversed. In your recent past, you have the 8 of Rods reversed. In the near future, you have Justice in reverse. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Fool. In your environment, this is also how your significant other or the person that you are thinking about may be viewing you or dealing with you. They have the Devil in reverse. Just notice my little card is chipping on the side. In your hopes and fears, you have the 6 of Swords reversed. Your outcome for the month of August is the 7 of Rods reversed. Let's see. There we go. right, Aquarius, let's talk about your cards. So in the center of your reading, we do have the Knight of Swords. Pull him off here. So this is your energy. I do see you charging forward with great speed, tact, and a balance of being emotionally attached, but not too much. So I would mostly say you find a mix of being significantly balanced in terms of your emotions. You're somewhat detached, I would say, actually, with your emotions. There's something that you're rushing towards or rushing into. Now, nights are often can be events or people, but I'm reading this as an energy, and as your energy walking into the month of August, it seems fitting that we are getting the air sign here. Now, it can be any air sign, but I do feel this is you, Aquarius. Because there's something burning here in the background and the knight is pictured wearing armor, it seems as though you may either be charging into battle or leaving some kind of battle or destruction behind you. You are certainly on a mission here. One can't say exactly what it is that you're rushing towards, but there is a sense of goal-directed activity. Now there's a little rune showing up with you, and it is Thursaw's protection in Merkstave. And Thursaw's is the hammer that can shatter, the hammer that can protect. When it's Merkstave, it can say that maybe your guard is down for the time being, or you've dropped some of your protective armor along the way. It could be that you feel vulnerable, and so you put your armor on, you put your guard up, and you charge forward. I do see you pointing in the direction of what's going on in your near future, which is justice reversed, which can mean that in the near future, you're hoping to reconcile some injustice in your life or something that you perceive to be unfair. It could be that you're in pursuit of justice or in trying to get even with someone. And let's see. Yes, some injustice around the home. Dagaz comes up here, and that means home. But before we get too far into the future, I'd like to bring us back to the present moment, where I have the other important card here, which is your crossing card, the Lovers, also the sign of Gemini. Some of you may be involved with a Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius as well. And it is positively aspected. The Lovers does represent, just drank some soda. The Lovers does represent a strong twin flame connection or soulmate connection. And this is one of the best cards to get in terms of a love relationship, especially when it's upright in your crossing position. But it can also say that you're faced with making a very big decision, possibly in your love life, a choice that has to be made. This choice may involve combining the strengths of your logic and reason with the emotional reasoning and logic of your heart. Uniting both your head and your heart to make this decision. But it also can say that what's helping you right now is the strength of your soulmate connection that you've made with someone. And I want to say that this is especially a good omen because it comes with the rune Othila, which represents prosperity. And for some of you Aquariuses, you've been able to kind of take down some of your walls due to the strength of this love connection that you've made with someone. I do feel this is a soulmate for you, and in fact today I was thinking about the word soulmate, and I saw the numbers 1111 appear, which is a soulmate number or an angel number. And so I feel in August you're really going to be feeling the strength of your soulmate connections, whether those are friendships, past life connections, people that you run into. You know, soulmates can come in so many shapes and forms and teach us these wonderful lessons. But I think that August is going to be extremely important for you in terms of a connection with a special someone. Some things going on here in your foundation and in your recent past that I want to talk about before we head into the future again. One thing I'm seeing is that your communication was not good in your recent past. There may have been difficulty in receiving messages or maybe making this connection to your partner. It seems like it was a missed opportunity, or maybe just your messages weren't getting through. I'm just getting communication issues here, so take that as how you like, interpret that how you like. This was in your recent past, so it can be anywhere from 1 to 2 to 3 weeks in your past or more. But I feel now that things are moving forward for you, Aquarius, and what puts you here is the Ace of Swords in reverse. This talks about an inability to kind of perceive the truth, to speak the truth, to be clear in our communication. It can involve lies or just kind of a murkiness in terms of our brain, you know, like fogginess, mental fog. Just in general, these two cards represent some issues in terms of your ability to communicate clearly. This card, because it's wands, deals with fire energy. This card deals with swords, which is mental energy. So there is here kind of inability to bring together good communication with your passion. And I feel like as you move into August, this challenge is to really unite the mental aspects with the heart. And I see that you will be able to do that because, like I said, of this soulmate relationship, they make you perhaps stronger, better communicators and help you get into your heart more. At least that's the energy that I'm picking up. Also, in your thoughts and feelings, there may sometimes be lingering feelings of feeling like you don't have enough, or you aren't enough, or that you've been alienated to some degree. But when I see this card in reverse, it tells me that those times of suffering, of feeling out in the cold, and alienation are coming to an end. Still, you may tend to go into a place in your thoughts and feelings where there's a perceived lack in some area of your life. It could be that it's a financial situation. It could be that it's a feeling of not maybe being as safe as you would like emotionally, or I don't know, suffering a little bit of that suffering going on in a relationship. But again, I have to say that I see it waning as you go into August, so that energy is diminishing. Now, one cause of concern is that going into the middle of August, I see a situation that can revolve around a home, a house, place of residence, a spiritual home, or something that represents shelter for you. And it comes in the form of this Justice in reverse. Now, Justice reverse can talk about contracts, negotiations, litigation, marriage, divorce. It could be that some of you are finalizing a divorce from someone in your past, or it could be that you have to sign some paperwork with regards to residence. I suspect that something happens that you perceive as to be an injustice to you, or is unfair, or contradicts the balance that you've created in your life in terms of home space, residence, house, etc., the place where you live. I'd also like to say that Justice represents the sign of Libra and rules the court system as well. And normally Justice says that you would get victory, that all liars and cheaters would be, bad things would get caught up with them, and the justice would fit the crime. The law of karma, you get what you attract. You are what you attract. Here it's saying that maybe what you're attracting into your life isn't such a good thing for you. Or perhaps you attract some energy that is less than just, it's corrupt around your home. So just something to watch out for in the middle of August, how this relates to your love relationship. Like I said, it could be with regards to some of you who are going through divorce settlements, a court case, paperwork that has to do with like a mortgage or joint property, lease agreements, stuff like that. So you just want to be careful, and especially make sure you read over all the fine print. Okay, that's another thing I want to say. In the position of how you see yourself, you have the Fool. So for many of you, this marks a new phase in your life. Perhaps you're going off on a vacation or a new journey. There's a lot of freedom associated with this card and feelings of just being on top of the world. Okay? I see happiness and joy in your face. I see lightness and a sense of understanding that the universe is going to support you. No matter what, you are supported. Now, in the position of how your significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you, they have the Devil in reverse. So this is very interesting. I kind of see a comparison here between Justice reversed and the Devil in reverse with the swords in the reverse. The sword is in the reverse here, it's in the reverse here, and it's in the reverse here. And swords, when they're upright, do represent truth, honesty, clarity, and good communication. When it's reversed, I'm getting issues here in terms of good, honest, clear communication. And in terms of how your partner or significant other may be viewing you or dealing with you, they see that you may be leaving a bad habit behind. You may be breaking the chains finally on something that has previously been an addiction for you, that's been creating negative energy in your life, that's created some kind of bondage for you. Could be anything from a drinking habit, a smoking habit, the way that how you spend your time, your free time. Anything that could be perceived as bad karma, evil addictions, they see that you've hit rock bottom and are ready to break free of those chains. Okay, and break free you do. You certainly do. There's a new beginning here for you in the middle of August. I see it coming. It seems as though there's some final blow here for you in terms of a legal issue. It does happen around the home. It leads to this devil in reverse. You renouncing anything that has previously held you back in terms of bad habit. Okay? You get the Fool. So you get the idea. Something here that tips the scale in the other direction and leads to this breakthrough. Now, in your hopes and fears, you have the Six of Swords reversed. Your fear is that you wouldn't continue to move on in terms of healing, in terms of, also this can represent transportation, that there would be delays in that area. That it would just continually be a choppy water in terms of moving forward, that maybe things would still be left unsaid, that no healing would take place, that I'm also getting no progress, that things would just stand still. You know, this can be like treading water, which is one of your fears, is that things just would not move forward and they would be at a standstill. Kind of like, I'm getting kind of like murky water, stagnant water. You want to move forward. You want to clear out this old energy and move into something more calm and serene. Something that is going to provide cleansing and healing in your life. And as your outcome for August, you have the Seven of Rods reversed. And this is a falling away of a lot of things, a lot of obstacles that used to stand in your way. And perhaps it's you kind of giving up a little bit in terms of fighting, pushing back so much. It could be that if you find yourself in challenging situations with your partner, you just realize that it's not worth it to kind of keep pushing back all the time, and this is you kind of letting your guard down. But perhaps also it's a warning that you continue to speak up for yourself if you're not happy with the situation. That you don't get complacent in terms of the challenges that are presented to you. It may be that you just lack the energy to kind of persevere at the end of August. There's a sense of, when is the fight going to end? When is the struggle going to end? I feel like I've been here for such a long time. And maybe you just saying, I just don't have it in me anymore to kind of push back with this person. We've been through this so many times. And it's you just saying, like, what's the point? That's kind of the feeling that I'm getting. Now, it can play out in several different ways depending on your situation. But I am getting fire energy here. So some of you are dealing with a fire sign. The fire signs are Leo, Aries, and Sagittarius. I want to cap your reading off with a reading from the Oracle of the Mermaids. Interesting. So the card that I pulled is Divination. Keywords are prophecy, fate, destiny, future, fortune. Okay. So I'm just going to read a small thing from the book here. It says, but to you the mermaids have come via this card, and they say to you that you too have the gift of seeing the possibilities, of knowing and feeling out the fate. And they know that as a fellow mer being, one who has been born of the great sea mother, you too can work with the gift of seeing in many directions at once. It is as if you can stare into water and see ripples of what could be. The mermaids are oracles, sibyls of the sea, and you too have the power to connect with the divine, and this power can be activated as you teach yourself the wisdom of the sea. There must be discipline and purpose to your movement. Instruction is coming, and they will deliver it through dreams and visions. There will be signs, and there will be omens, and the symbols will come to you. You will dream, and while these dreams may be cryptic, or a vision may seem to be unrelated to what is currently taking place, the universe and the ocean of consciousness and possibilities is calling to you to listen and to hear and read the signs. Become aware and hear them whisper on the shoreline of consciousness. Learn to read an oracle like this one. Work with spreads for focus and discipline, and conduct readings for friends. You have a gift. It is time to train and then to exercise it with responsibility and beauty. So a lovely message for you, Aquarius. Take what resonates and leave what does not. Thank you so much for joining me for your reading today. I hope you enjoyed it. Be sure to like, subscribe, leave a comment if you would like. I read all my comments, and I very much appreciate all of your comments, likes, and subscribes so far. Sending you many blessings and wishing you a wonderful August. Take care.